Welcome to Stage Explorations!
Okay, we are here to answer questions about Alchemy Theatre Company version of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Romeo?
So, yes.
Would you like to ask the first question?
I would like to ask the first question, yes. So when did you find out first about Alchemy Theatre Company?
I first found out about Alchemy Theatre Company from my theater teacher, who was part of the troupe, Mrs. Kathleen Switzer. She posted on Facebook about Romeo and Juliet, and she said, if you're 18, if you're staying in town, if you don't have anything else to do, come try out.
Come try out? And that worked for you.
It all worked. I know. I hit all of those check marks.
All the check marks. Yeah. I was, Loralee, our director, is the one who actually asked me to come and audition.
Really?
So, yeah. So that's kind of how I found out. I had never seen anything before then. Yeah.
You're just along for the ride.
I'm just along for the ride, yeah.
That's fun. Okay. Now I will answer question number 2. Why is Alchemy Theatre Company a unique theatre company?
I think because Alchemy Theatre is unique because they choose challenging pieces. They think how to reinvigorate them as to make them like new, like with our production of Romeo and Juliet, putting women at the forefront of this particular piece, which has been really exciting, as well as allowing their actors kind of the space to figure their characters out and giving them that freedom has been really enjoyable.
Letting them create their own journey.
Yeah,
their own
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
They take mainstream shows and they make them their own.
And they do.
They make them not mainstream.
Not mainstream. Right. What about you? What do you think?
About Alchemy Theatre?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know. I feel like they like to take fresh perspectives. Like they do. They like to take very, like, universal, like something that everybody knows.
Yeah.
Something that's very, like, cookie cutter, the same story, but then they don't make a cookie cutter. They try to reimagine it in a different way, and that sort of creates a whole new story for the whole audience to enjoy and see. Like, wow, I thought I knew the story. I guess not.
Guess not. Yeah. Okay, so when did you fall in love with acting and then also with Shakespeare?
I fell in love with acting and Shakespeare at the same time.
Same time?
Yes.
You just got it done in like one go?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was because that was my first production that I ever did.
Your first production was a Shakespeare show?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was I know, right?
Okay.
It was Midsummer's Night Dream in my junior year, and I thought, wow, I'm actually pretty good at it. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but Shakespeare, I thought, I was like, geez, well, I don't know, it's hard, man.
It's a tough one.
But I don't know. I felt like I did a good job. It was really fun, so I thought, let's keep doing it.
Let's keep doing it. Yeah. So when I fell in love with acting, a friend of mine had written a play about pirates in high school called Arg, a Pirate's Tale. I know. We were very clever. Wow. And so I did it, and I really loved it. I really just fell in love with acting in general. And then for Shakespeare, for me, I had done this horrific production of Taming of the Shrew in high school. I mean, truly one of the worst things to have ever disgraced the stage.
And you're just like right then and there.
Right then and there. I love this. I love this torture. No, but I really enjoyed like the language and the puzzle of the text. It was really fascinating.
Yeah, that's really because that's the thing about Shakespeare. Like, it really makes you think, and you're like, ha! About certain things, but like a lot of other people, like if they don't know the story, they're like, what? Why is that funny? Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow, from like your own play, your own written play.
From pirates to I did not write the pirate play. I'm not that talented.
That's right. Yeah. It's quite a journey.
Okay, so when was the first time you saw Romeo and Juliet in production?
I never saw it on stage.
Neither have I.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Samesies.
No, I only saw the movie versions.
Which movie?
First I saw the Zaffarelli version.
Okay, that one's very good, yeah.
I like that one. I like that a little better than the Baz Luhrmann.
The Baz Luhrmann, yeah.
I like Baz Luhrmann, but I don't know. I just feel like sometimes it's a little too much for me.
Yeah, it's a very definite modern take. My first
Yeah.
was the Baz Luhrmann film.
It was?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, which I've learned to love it. I've learned to enjoy it. Yeah.
Just, yeah, a lot of gangsters talking with, like, very flowery language.
Yeah, yeah. You have to dig it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, this is new. Okay, so, why do you think Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet is such an iconic love story?
I should have asked that question to you because I have no idea how to answer that right now. It's iconic in that it's about star-crossed lovers. We love the people of two. We love the story of two people who they really love each other.
Yeah.
And they really want to be together. But nothing's going to let them come together.
We love conflict.
We love conflict, yeah. And I think it's just so iconic because in the ending, which everybody knows, but we're not going to give away, it's you just can't see these two people coming together. You have all of these factors that are separating them, but they still
come together.
They still try to come together in the end.
In
yeah.
a tragic way, but
in a very tragic way.
In which, like, I feel like, yeah, it is iconic because it's relatable. Like, everyone has a little bit of a forbidden romance, like anything.
A little bit of a forbidden romance.
In your own way, you could be like, I'm not allowed to do that. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Everybody wants
Right.
to do what they don't want to do.
Okay.
Well, no, everybody wants to do what they can't have.
What they can't have. Okay. Right.
You get what
I get what you're saying. So okay, so you tell me Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet's main story.
The main story?
The main story of Romeo and Juliet. Yeah.
Two families hate each other.
Yeah.
Don't know why. They just do. And then, by coincidence, the two, Romeo, the son of the Montague family, Juliet, the daughter of the Capulet family, they meet at a party. They fall in love at first sight.
Mm-hmm.
And then both of their families were like, nope, that can't happen. And they were like, well, watch us. And then they did. They got married because they're rebellious teenagers. That just goes to show, like, how determined teenagers are.
Very
Like,
determined.
The lengths they will go to get what they want.
that forbidden.
The forbidden
Yeah.
romance.
Okay, I think you summed that up very
Did
well.
I? Okay.
Yeah, I thought you did well with that. Absolutely. Okay, so tell me your character name and their story arc. Yeah.
Throughout the whole story. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I played Juliet Capulet.
No, I play Juliet Capulet.
Oh, you do?
I do. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, did I read the
Did
script?
you not get the new
I didn't
cut
get-
of the script?
I didn't get the do adaptation. I didn't get the memo. Okay, well, no. I play Juliet Capulet. And she is a very independent, she's a lover, but she's also a fighter because she fights a lot with her cousin Tybalt, who is also a girl, which is part of the reimagined adaptation. And so she's very independent. I can do what I want. I don't care about marriage. I don't want to do any of that. I'm going to go my own way. But then she meets Romeo. And she's like, wait a second. She takes a double take. She's like, maybe marriage doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah. Okay.
But then her mom, she's always fighting with her mom. She
Right.
doesn't have the best relationship with her mom.
Right.
Because she was never really around when she was growing up. It was mainly just her nurse who was raising her. And so she has that conflict with her mother because her mother wants to try to ease relationships between her family and the princess's family. So she tries to get Juliet together with Paris. But Juliet's not having any of it.
Not any of that.
Not any of that. So she takes matters into her own hands.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spoil the ending, but it sort of doesn't work out.
Doesn't work
how it was
out.
planned.
Nobody's very happy at the ending. Yeah. Yeah. So for me, playing Romeo,
Yes.
I think you have this young man who is pining over this girl, not Juliet at first. It's
Yes.
Rosaline, but I don't think he's really in love with her. I think it's just like this, the idea of being in love. He really likes the idea of being in love, and he crashes this party in typical young, rambunctious teenager fashion. And he crashes the Capulet party where he sees Juliet, and that's where I think he first experiences like a true feeling of love. And he knows, like, from that moment that I have anything I can do to be with her, to love her. That's what I'm gonna do.
Rosaline out of his mind.
Yeah. See ya.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, that pretty much sums up those two characters.
Yeah.
So, tell me about your co-lead.
About my co-lead. So you're my co-lead.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that you bring a real fun life to the character. It's a very it's fun and it's light, which I've done the play before. So it's interesting seeing how your interpretation of Juliet will totally change how I play Romeo this time. So that's been a blast.
How did you play Romeo last time?
How did I play? Dark and dreary and melancholy and in love, and it was beautiful and terrible and all the great things.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about you tell me about me?
Okay. Very wonderful. I love my co-lead so much. No, because this is my second time actually, but I wasn't really on the front lines. I was mustard seed. I was a background character.
In Midsummer.
In Midsummer.
Yeah.
But for this one, Romeo and Juliet, I'm actually I'm very comfortable because I know you know the show very well and you know Shakespeare very well, and so I feel very safe. I feel like I'm in a safe environment. And you're very funny and goofy, and I like that because at first I was a little nervous. I was like, oh no, I gotta be serious.
I gotta be serious.
I don't want to be serious.
Yeah.
When that first rehearsal, I was like, yes.
Cool.
I gotta
Very cool.
feel good.
And what about the rest of the cast?
The rest of the cast?
Yeah.
I love the rest of the cast.
They're so fun.
They are.
Yeah, everybody just has such a
Everyone's-
boisterous energy about them.
I know,
Yeah.
everyone, I don't know if everybody already kind of knew each other. I feel like with Alchemy, they've done a few shows together before, but
Yeah.
it's that first, the read-through, everyone just kind of came together, and it was really nice.
It was really fun.
Made new friends.
Absolutely.
Everyone was really goofy and nice, and I love it. What do you want the audience to get out of the play, Romeo and Juliet?
What do I want the audience to get out of the play? I want the audience to see the similarities, I think, in two warring families, and how that hatred can be really damaging, not only on a larger scale, but on the smaller scale of what happens within their own family and friends, and seeing how that kind of can relate to our society today, as well as just remembering what it's like to be young and in love, and what that first time being in love with someone felt like.
Exactly.
Yeah, what about you?
Just showing that iconic, just the iconic love story of it all.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to, get to feel that, their first love. But also, I want people to realize that, love will always conquer hate.
Yeah.
Love will always be stronger than hate, and that hate, that's not the way you want to go. It can be a very powerful thing, but it's also very damaging in the way, as you can see from the two families, what their discord created for their two children.
Absolutely.
So, tell me about sharing the stage with the CYRANO production.
Yeah, sharing the stage with them. They, same idea. Is that they're putting women at the forefront and changing things. It's a new adaptation of the play. And what's funny is we have the similar settings in Cyrano and in Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
So we have the balcony scene in Romeo and Juliet, which is very famous.
Yes.
But we also have the balcony scene in Cyrano, which is very famous.
Two parallels.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think seeing the similarities between the two shows is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
What about for you?
For me, well, I've never seen Cyrano.
Okay.
So I don't know a lot about the story, but I am aware, I like how you said about putting women in the usual the male leads.
Yeah.
And so I want to see how each fresh take compares with each other.
Right.
With us doing the roles for the women and the men, and then Cyrano doing the same thing. I want to see how each story sort of goes off on its own, and see how much they compare to each other in differences and similarities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
I get you. Okay. All right, so why must people go to Alchemy's version of Romeo and Juliet?
Because it's better than all the other
It's
versions.
just better. That's a tall order. You know how many productions of Romeo and Juliet there have been since...
But Alchemy's gonna
better.
I think they're just better. No, I think it's because of the new like their reimagined version of it. I like the new, like changing up the characters' gender roles.
Yeah, I really like that.
And seeing the fresh perspectives that we're gonna have.
Yeah.
And it's like gonna be a whole different story. There's gonna be not only just a love story, there's gonna be like hidden love triangles. There's gonna be a lot of subtext. There's gonna be love, scorn.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's been one of the fun things for me too, because we do have it in a very like classic setting, you know. But again, the changing of the roles, and they always say that you can have two actors play the same role and it'll be completely different. But then having another actor who is of another gender play that role and see what she offers or he offers to that character in that perspective is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
And already has been made for some great things in the rehearsal process.
Love the subtext. It's like so many different like new character relationships.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the audience is really gonna like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Okay.
Anything else that we want to add about the?
Come see the show.
Come see the show. Yeah.
It's really fun.
It's a blast.
It's gonna be a little funny. The first half it's gonna be very funny, so just hold on to your seats. It's gonna be
Hold on.
oh my gosh.
All right. So thanks for watching Stage Explorations, and make sure to come see the show.
Bye.
Alchemy is on Facebook and we're on Instagram. We also have our website, so you can always go there, check out when the auditions are coming, our new shows. We're going to have tickets up for Romeo and Juliet and CYRANO, obviously, so you can get your tickets there. But follow us on Facebook. We have pictures from the cast, the rehearsals, everything. You can join our mailing list. You can just go on the website and go to our Contact Us and say, I'd like to join the mailing list. You can always go and contact us on the site and volunteer your services, whether you want to be a director, you want to be a designer, you want to be an usher, or you just want to find out ways that you can help support Alchemy. We're always happy to have more people around and join us. So Facebook, Instagram, and the website are the best ways to contact us.